Hello, gentlemen. Good evening. Today is Thursday, November 7th, 2024. Geez, we're nearing the end of the year. Feels like this year just started and I was out in Cyprus with Christians celebrating our birthdays, and now the year's about to end. Well, it's dark as shit outside. Just got home from work and I was going to say a realization, but this is something I've known for a very long time that cold approaches sales, but I guess I have more evidence to substantiate this. Yeah. So today at work, I ended up making three sales. So for those of you who don't know, right now I'm leasing apartments and I get paid every time I lease an apartment and they move in, I get a bonus. Yeah. So today I made three of those. Yeah. I leased three different apartments. And I'm not saying that's a brag or anything. In fact, that's pretty standard. That's nothing too special. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because I didn't even want to go to work today. Yeah. I woke up today. I hit the snooze button a couple of times. I was heavily contemplating whether or not I should whether I should roll rolling tobacco cigarette. Yeah. Roll myself one of those before work and just get a little release going. Heavily debating. That's something I don't do before work, but I was just like feeling shitty. I was like, I don't want to go into work. Oh, fuck. Let me just get a little cigarette going. Didn't do it though. Got on the BART train, missed the first one. So I ended up a few minutes late to work. So I'm rushing into work. Yeah, I take BART to the station, and then I skate from the station to my job. And I'm late. I'm cold. It's early as hell. I'm barely waking up. I don't want to be at work right now. And what do you know? As soon as I arrive, before I've even clocked in, I walk through the front door, and my coworker goes, "Ephraim, good morning. Your tour is here. They're waiting on you. They're right there." And then she points at them, and I look over, and this little group of people is looking at me, waiting for me. Yeah, and so immediately I walk to the back, I put my shit down, I change my shoes into my dress shoes. And I just remember thinking, fuck, of course, here we go. First things first, I got a tour right now. I got to go on. I'm not even prepared. I got applications I need to process. I can't process them now. I'm having to go on this tour, which is funny because I'm a very glass half full kind of a person. But even me, I find myself having these little lapses where I forget how grateful I am to be here. Yeah, I forget about all the things in my life that I have to be grateful for, and I just get I kind of get zoomed in, and I get zoomed in on this one moment, on this one feeling. And so that's how I was feeling early in the morning, right? And we could just as easily look at that and go, well, shit, Ephraim, at least you have a job, yeah, to show up to. Well, fuck, Ephraim, at least you have tours to go on, right? 3 months ago, I was complaining that I wasn't getting any tours because I was new and they were still training me. And now I'm over here complaining that I got too many tours, right? Oh my God, I got to go on this tour first thing in the morning. So just in case you're wondering, yes, I am catching myself. All right. I do catch myself doing the same shit that I preach against. All right. But all this to say, I remember I did not want to get the day started, man. From the time I woke up to the time I got on BART to go to work, to the time I walked into the office and they were waiting for me to tour. I just didn't feel like it, man. I was just feeling like shit. I didn't want to do it. Yeah. And what do you know? That tour that I had at 9 a.m. that I was late for, right? I walk in, oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. I got caught up on the BART train. I apologize. That tour ended up applying right after the tour. Yeah. So we get back. It only took 25 minutes of my time to show them apartments in order for me to make this bonus, right? It only took me about 25 minutes to show these people the apartments, to walk them through the application process, and boom, money in my pocket on my next paycheck. And I remember as soon as they applied, I remember thinking, thank God I showed up to work. Like, oh my God, I could have I could have called out and said I was not feeling well, and I would have missed out on this fucking commission, right? I would have missed out on this bonus, right? Fast forward throughout the day, I ended up making two more sales. Yeah. So what am I sharing here with this story? If I had left it up to my feeling and my judgment in the moment, I would have easily just decided, and this isn't something I do, right? I don't call out of work, but if a weaker willed person, right, or a weaker version of Ephraim, for example, maybe me 3-4 years ago, I would have woken up, I would have felt this shitty feeling. I would have known I had a tour at 9 a.m. and they were waiting on me, and I would have just called out or something. Yeah. But what do you know it? The day that I feel the shittiest, the day that I do not want to go into work, the day that I'm like, oh my God, the tour is already here, happens to be the day that I cash out and get, three sales in a day, which is not very common. Yeah. It's one sale per day is pretty good. You're doing pretty good. So to get 3 in a day, I've done it in the past before, but still, it's not that common, right? Maybe once every few weeks, I'll have a day like that. And of course, what day does it happen to be on? It happens to be on the day where I'm feeling the worst, where I want to do the least amount of work, where I don't want to go on these tours, right? This happens to be the day that I woke up and I contemplated smoking a cigarette before going into work so I can get a little bit of release going. And what do you know? When I ignore the emotion, right? When I ignore that little bitch in my head that's trying to drag me down towards mediocrity, when I ignore that, what do you know? I get gifted with 3 sales in the day. Yeah. And then that's not even the best part. Towards the end of the day, yeah, 5:30, 5:50 p.m. or so, the big boss, right? The big boss who runs the entire community, she walks in. Now she sits in the back. She usually doesn't come out unless she needs to, unless there's a big problem or there's like a big meeting, something important's going on. She comes out, right, to talk to one of my coworkers. And then on her way back to her office, she stops. And in front of all of my coworkers, she looks at me and she goes, Ephraim, congratulations. And I turn around and I go, thanks for what? Like, congrats for what? And she goes, you leased the second most apartments in October. So you had the second most move-ins, and it was your first month of leasing. Yeah. And I heard her say that stat. And of course, in my head, right? In my head, I go, well, yeah, no shit. I should have been first. Like, what the fuck was I doing? Why am I second? I should be first. That's what's going on in my head, right? Of course, that's my personality. I'm trying to be the best ever, blah, 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 and everything I do. That's just, I think that's just male brain thinking, right? We want to be the best. So in my head, I'm like, fuck, that's not a congratulations. She's talking shit right now. Why wasn't I first, right? But no, she stops. She tells it in front of all of my coworkers. She goes, you had second most move-ins in October, and this was only your first month of leasing, right? Keep in mind, I've got coworkers that have been there for 15, 9, 7 years. I'm not even joking. 15 years, 9 years, 7. I've got coworkers that have been there for that long. And in 1 month of leasing, I was able to jump from 0 leases to second most leases in 1 month of leasing. Yeah. Sales, right? And I imagine some of my coworkers kind of heard that. And, of course, they were giving me the soft congratulations. And if you were wondering how I handled that, how I handled the praise, I did exactly what I always do, exactly what I learned how to do from How to Win Friends and Influence People, the book that I tell everybody, just fucking read that shit, man. It'll help you out so much. Half the social skills I have came from that book, right? So if you're curious how I handled it, when she was congratulating me and saying, wow, you're doing so good. Wow, you're a rock star, blah, blah, blah. All I do is I go, you know what? Thank you so much. But I'll be honest, it wasn't me. It was the people around me. Geez, my coworker over here, I'm not going to name names, but my coworker over here, she's the one that trained me. She taught me everything I know. We got the assistant manager. She helps all my clients when I'm out on tour. Sometimes she closes for me. We got these 2 girls that they help me learn everything about the community and where things are and where to park. Yeah. So she's congratulating me. And immediately I am offloading the praise. I'm offloading the praise to my coworkers. That is a little bit of game, free sauce for you, just in life. Yeah. If you are being praised, the very first thing you should do is tell the person that is praising you how it wasn't just you. It wasn't just a one-man show. And I'm being honest, right? It was, to be fair, yes, it was fucking me who leased the apartments. I was the one doing all the work. But I could have just as easily said, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so good. I'm so good at leasing. Thank you so much for congratulating me. Yeah, I don't know why we have these people still working here. Just all we need is me, right? But instead of doing that, you take the exact opposite approach, right? You know what? Thank you for praising me, but I'll be honest, like, I'm nothing without the team that we have. Like, it's all about the teamwork. They're helping me. Why am I doing this, by the way? Just in case you're curious. Well, not only does this sound good to the person praising me, she's going, wow, how humble is this guy? He's second best salesman of this month on month 1. And when I praise him, all he can do is try to not even take the praise and say, it's not me, it's them, right? So that's already a benefit in that category. But then to the people that are listening to her praising me, they're fucking loving me, because instead of taking all of the credit, I'm giving them the credit, right? I'm going, look, thank you for giving me credit, but it actually doesn't belong to me. The reason I'm second best right now is because of her and her and her and her and her, right? So they're loving it because now I'm telling the big boss, no, it wasn't Ephraim. It was her. It was her. It was her. It was everybody around me. That's why I'm doing well. Yeah. So it's a win, 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 right? Versus you take the opposite approach. The very arrogant response would be, Yeah, thank you for giving me all this credit. Thank you. I'm so great. I know I've been working at sales for so long. I'm just so good, right? Then my coworkers, they're hearing me and they're going, "Oh, fuck this guy. He's arrogant, blah blah blah." She's hearing me and she's going, "Oh, fuck this guy. He's arrogant," right? So anyways, I apologize for that tangent, but I figured it was relevant enough. Yeah. So if you're ever praised like that by the big boss, I would strongly recommend the first thing you do after saying thank you is give credit to every other person. And I mean every other person. I'm pointing at the custodian right there. You know what? Thank you. But it's actually he's doing a big part of this. Yeah. When I walk in with my clients, the leasing office is fucking sparkling. It's so clean. Thank you to the custodian, right? I'm naming him and I'm pointing at him. That's how you get people to actually fucking like you. Yeah. That's how you build camaraderie within a workplace. Yeah. Is you offload the credit. You take all of the blame. When something bad goes wrong, I'm the first one to raise my hand and go, sorry, it was me. And when something good happens, I'm the first one to offload the credit to other people. Yeah. No wonder I have second most leases. Literally, no wonder I have second most move-ins on month one. No wonder. It takes this kind of a person, right? This kind of an approach to life to get second most move-ins. It's the guy that is not selfish, is not arrogant. I'm helping out my coworkers when they need help, and in return, they help me, right? When I get credit, when I get praise, I am sharing that with my coworkers. No shit. That's why they help me. That's why they help my move-ins. That's why my assistant manager closes for me while I go and take another tour. It's because I'm creating this positive environment, right? I could just as easily create a very negative, selfish, arrogant environment. All right. Okay, I'll stop talking about that part now, but just figured I'd add that in. What up, D1? What up, baby? Good to see you. First, hey, this is the first live I caught you since daylight savings, baby. Good to see you, D1. How's Chicago treating you, my friend? All right, so let's go back to where were we? Oh, so yeah, I was telling you about I made the 3 sales today. I was feeling good. The big boss, community manager, we call her. She walks in. Oh, you had second most move-ins. Great job, Ephraim. I'm saying thank you, but I couldn't help but think, holy shit, this is crazy because these tours that I went on that they ended up leasing the apartment. They each and every one of these tours today, I did not want to go on. They showed up, and I rolled my eyes. I didn't actually, but in my head, I'm thinking, here we go, another fucking tour. I'm tired. I don't even want to be here. I don't even like this fucking job. I'm just here for my commission check. That's what's going through my head, right? But of course, outwardly, I'm composed, I'm controlled, I'm smiling, I'm putting on the fakest smile, the fakest energy you can imagine, but it seems genuine, right? And of course, the day where I least wanted to go into work is one of the days where I have one of the best performances at work. Yeah. And so why did I title this cold approach equals sales? Well, I find that this is very, very true for cold approach as well. Yeah. So firstly, not only, well, we'll go over the other reasons why cold approach literally equals sales, literally is synonymous with sales. But the key here, the main point here is the girls that I am most fearful of walking up to tend to be the girls that are older than me by a few years, tend to be the girls that are the prettiest, right? Just, oh my God, she's so pretty. Tend to be the girls that just have the nicest body. I'm looking at her and I'm going, she looks like she spent years in the gym consistently, the way she had her figure versus me. I'm in the gym every now and then. Yeah, I go and I do my workouts and shit. I look good, but by comparison, she looks, oh my God. The women that I'm the most fearful of walking over to tend to be the conversations that go the best. Funny enough. Yeah. I remember off the top of my head, I remember German girl from a few months back. I told you she was FaceTiming her friend. And this was a girl that I thought 10 out of 10. This girl is way too hot for me. She had her yoga outfit on, right? Her yoga pants, little spandex. She was wearing the short spandex and the yoga top, looking hot as ever. Just got out of yoga class. Oh my God, looking hot. She couldn't have been too much shorter than me, maybe my height. So that's already a little intimidating, and pretty as ever. And she was FaceTiming, right? The most possible resistance I could have built up for myself, right, was an approach like this. And what do you know? First of all, the reason why I went over to this girl is because there was another girl that fit the same criteria I thought was way out of my league that I bailed on earlier that day. I remember I bailed on it. And so to make it up to myself, I was like, look, the next girl I see that is absolutely scares the shit out of me, I'm going to walk over to her simply because I bailed on this girl, right? And that's exactly what I did. So I walked over to German girl while she's FaceTiming, and she fucking lights up immediately, loves me. Yeah. We exchange contact after couldn't have been more than a 30-second conversation. We go on a date a few days later. And then if you go back and watch the live stream, you know the rest of the story. The date was fun. We ended up back at my spot. I remember I leaned in for a kiss. She was like, "Oh, no, not right now. I got to go to dinner soon." And then when she went to dinner, I think I texted her a few days later, ghosted, right? Never heard back. So that was unfortunate because I was thinking, oh, this girl is one of the hottest girls I'll ever hook up with. Wow, this is crazy. But point being, right? Obviously, okay, I didn't go the full distance. But I mean, fuck, here you go. Yeah. The approaches that go the best tend to be when I am the most fearful. And I'll be honest, I can't really explain why that is. Maybe that's placebo for simply just being consistent, right? The same way I said, yeah, it's funny because the people that end up leasing apartments tend to be the tours that I least want to go on. The tours where I'm like, oh my God, I just got back from lunch. I'm full. I don't want to fucking go on a tour and sell this person right now. But I go on the tour anyways. And what do you know? They end up leasing the apartment. Now, of course, this is me trying to find patterns, but in reality, it probably simply comes down to consistency. Yeah. It comes down to the fact that every time there's a tour on my calendar, I just go on it. I go on the tour regardless of how I feel, regardless of how tired I am, regardless of how energetic I am, regardless of how many tours I've been on prior in the day. It doesn't matter. I just go on the tour. If I'm late, I go on the tour. If I just got back and I'm feeling like shit, I go on the tour. Yeah. Consistency lands me all of these sales. Going on, just finding them an apartment. Simple as that, right? A lot of my coworkers, they go, yeah, sorry, we can only show you 2 apartments per appointment. Yeah. So 2 apartments per hour. And then I show them 2 apartments. They don't like either of them. And I'm like, what the fuck? Let's just go until you find one you like. How does this benefit me showing you 2 apartments? You like neither of them. And then I go, yeah, sorry, I already showed you 2. Like, let's book another appointment for tomorrow. That's fucking pointless to me, right? My coworkers, they're seeing me. I tour 5, I'll tour 7 apartments in an hour, and then they'll lease one of the 7, right? And then my coworkers are going, "Why are you showing so many apartments?" Oh, I don't know. I'm just being nice, blah blah blah. But in reality, it's because that's what it takes to make a fucking sale. That's literally what it takes. If my product is apartment, I'm going to find the person that I'm on tour with. I'm going to find them an apartment that they like, and we're going to keep touring until we find one that they like, or until we run out of apartments. Simple as that. That is how you land second most move-ins on month 1, for example, right? But same thing applies to cold approach. Yeah. I am going to walk up to each and every girl that I find attractive until I find one that likes me also. Simple as that. I'm not walking up to every other girl that I'm attracted to. I'm not walking up to every third girl that I'm attracted to. I'm not, oh, how do I feel today? Oh, I don't know, this and that. Now, to be fair, nowadays it absolutely depends on how I feel. If I could just not be, if I can not if I'm in a position like I am right now where I just could not be asked to go out and do approaches just to approach, then I won't. Yeah. But I've gotten myself to a position where I can make decisions like that, right? Me 2 years ago in Warsaw, Poland, I wasn't thinking in this abundance kind of lens yet because I didn't have this lifestyle yet. All I was thinking in Warsaw was it does not matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how many rejections I get. It doesn't matter how many girls like me or don't like me. It doesn't matter how many dates I get or I don't get. It doesn't matter. All that matters is I go in for the approach to build the skill. All I know is that the more I go up to the girl, the more women I will find that like me. And it's very simple math. Guys are trying to find statistics and algebra. They're trying to chart shit on pie graphs. This is the only math that you need. You walk up to 1 girl, then you walk up to 2 girl, then you walk up to 3 girl, and eventually you find one that you like. And the more women that you walk up to, the better odds you have of finding one that you like. It is very simple math. You walk up to 1 girl, your odds may be 50-50. All right. You walk up to 2, maybe it's 25. I don't fucking know. The point is, the more women that you walk up to over an extended period of time, and ideally you're actually practicing what I'm teaching you, the right way, where you're trying to stop the girl properly and you're not doing this weird shit that I don't teach, right? If you're actually following the system that I preach, that Christian teaches, then the only math you need to know is the more women you walk up to, the better chances you will have of finding one that likes you, of identifying one that likes you. I mean, it's the same shit on dating apps, right? The more women that you swipe right on, the better chances you have of finding one match. Very simple, right? Same shit applies here. Yeah. So Cold approach is just fucking sales, man. It really is. I mean, that is my mentality when I am leasing apartments. Yeah, it is. I am going to show this client as many apartments as it takes for them to like it and sign the fucking dotted line so I can get my commission. Yeah. And it's the best part is that nobody that is seeing me from the third person, nobody can tell that that's what's going through my head, right? When you see me and you're watching me interact, I'm all friendly and I'm all casual and I'm getting to know them on the tour, right? I'm driving them around apartment to apartment and I'm going, "Oh, wait, you live in San Francisco too? No way. What part? Oh, no way. I'm living in the Mission right now. Wait, you're living there? Oh, no chance, dude. Wait, so why are you moving here?" And I'm just becoming their friend. Whole time I'm becoming their friend, but in my head I'm going, "All right, they didn't like this apartment. I'm going to show them this next one. Okay, they didn't like this one. Let me try to show them a different layout. Okay, they didn't like this one. Yeah, this is sales. This is sales. People talk, "Oh, you're so salespeople. They're two-faced. They're sleazy." This is what it comes with. Yeah, you have an outward persona that you show to the world that is very enticing. It's very inviting. It's very welcoming. Yeah, it's very warm and friendly. And then what's going on in the internal is, I'm not going to stop until I make this sale. I'm not going to stop showing these apartments until I find them one that they like and they sign on the fucking dotted line and they put their credit card information in and they click pay now and I get my fucking commission. At the end of the day, that's what this is. That's what life is. That's what business is. God damn, you are moving a product and you're getting paid for it. People swear that they got to find fulfillment and meaning in their 9-to-5 job, when in reality, all the job is doing is sustaining you. Yeah. All the job is doing is allowing you to pay for your rent and pay for the shit that you actually like doing, like not showing up to work. Yeah. That's why it was such an easy decision for me to get into sales. Yeah. This will always be a very easy backup for me because it's like, this is the only environment where I get paid based on performance also, not just based on hours to income, right? How many hours do I put in? No, it's how much, it's not just how many hours do I put in, but it's like how much individual effort do I put in? And I get paid accordingly. Yeah. I.e., the big boss walks in and says, "Hey, good job. You got second most move-ins. Wow, from month number 1, right?" And of course, externally, I'm going, "Thank you, big boss. Thank you." But it's not me. It's her and it's her and it's her. And internally, I'm going, "Yeah, but what the fuck? Why wasn't I first? What the fuck? Second place? Who cares about second? Who cares? I'm not first. Why is this girl congratulating me when I was second? I need to be first for her to come and congratulate, right?" That's what's going on internally. Yeah. That's the savage mindset that it fucking takes. Apply that shit to cold approach. Well, the external, I'm walking over to each and every girl and I'm not letting it be known that I'm frustrated. I'm not letting it be known that I haven't, let's say, gone on a date in X days or X weeks. I'm not letting it be known that I want to, quote, make the sale, right? Which I'm doing with, when I'm on tour. I'm not being super aggressive. Lease this apartment. Sorry, I can only show you 2. So you have to pick from one of the 2. No. The external is very different, right? The external is very friendly. At least when I'm approaching the girl, it's very friendly. It's very sexual sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't say very. There's touches of sexualness, right? When I'm cracking a joke, or when I'm saying, "Oh yeah, you were looking at me this certain way," or "Oh, you must be a stripper, huh? You said you're just getting off of work," right? There's little touches. There's little fun touches, and I'm being friendly. I'm being casual. I'm being flirty. End up getting her phone number, whatever. That's what's going on in the external from her perspective. But what's going on in the internal, of course, is, "Oh shit, this girl actually seems to like me. Okay, let's see if I can line up a date." All right. And then after I walk away from that conversation, immediately I go, "Okay, that was great. That was a great conversation. I'm glad she said she wants to go on a date, but there is a great chance, just like every fucking girl that I've ever met in my life, there's a great chance that this girl could forget about me in 5 minutes, that she could change her mind in 5 minutes. So what do I not do? I don't just get one phone number and stop there and go, 'Oh my God, I hope I marry this girl.' No, you just keep going. Same shit with the tours, right? You just keep going until you make the sale. Same shit with cold approach. You keep walking over to the girl until you find the girl that is literally bending over for you right now. I'm not even kidding. Guys will post in the community, in the school community, and they'll go, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm flooded with options. I got 4 phone numbers. I got 4 phone numbers in a day. What do I do?" And I'll reply and I'll go, "Dude, I hate to say this, but I'm willing to bet you money that you will not end up fucking any of those 4 girls, simply because of how you're thinking right now, simply because of how scarce you're thinking right now." Yeah. And what do you know? 4 weeks later, they go, "Yep, all 4 of them ghosted me." Oh, you don't say, right? It's because it's the wrong mentality. Yeah. You keep going until the sale is made. You continue approaching until you have the girl of your dreams in front of you, naked and laying on your bed, asking for you to fuck her. You keep going until that is your reality. Yeah. That is why my dating life looks so fucking sick to you. That's why you see all these date breakdowns. By the way, I got another date breakdown video I'm going to record pretty soon from a couple nights ago. That is why this seems so cool to you. You see this and you see all these dates and you go, oh my God, how does this happen? This looks so cool. I want the good result. But you're not seeing the groundwork that's being put in. There are so many approaches that go into all of these date breakdowns. Yeah. The girl that I met, you'll see the date breakdown, but this most recent girl came on a day where I approached like 4 or 5 other women that day, and that same day I ended up meeting a different girl that I was planning on going on a date with that night that I met her, and then she ended up flaking on me last minute, and I'm thinking that whole day is a wash. And then what do you know? 3 weeks later, I end up going on a date with one of the girls from that same day. That's what I'm saying. You need to do so many approaches that this shit just starts to blend together. Why are you counting phone? Why the fuck are you counting phone numbers? The same way I don't count sales. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't count my commission until the end of the month. None of that shit matters until I get paid. Yeah. So I am putting my head down day in and day out. I don't worry about the fact that I made 3 sales today. Tomorrow, clean slate. It does not fucking matter how many sales I made today because it's tomorrow now. Yeah. So I need to go and I need to perform once again. And I need to do my best once again. I need to try to get 4 tomorrow. Oh, I got 3 today. That's shitty. I need 5 tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? This is the mentality that it takes to live the dating life like this. You're not doing least amount of effort possible. That's not sales mentality. You are not doing least amount of tours possible to get the one application, one commission. No. Most input possible, which will give me most output possible. Yeah. Most approaches I can possibly muster in the daylight savings time that we're in right now. I'm doing the most I can possibly muster because I know that will lead to the most potential phone numbers, the most potential dates, the most potential. Do you see what I'm saying? This is the mentality that you need to adopt. It's not how do I shy away from rejection. It is not how do I do the least approaches possible. It is not how do I do the least work possible. How do I make this the easiest? You're leaning into the wrong end of the spectrum. You need to take yourself off of Pussyville and come over to this side. Yeah. This is where real men are developed, is in the rejection. It's in the trenches. Yeah. It's when you are stood there and there are 25, 30 people looking at you. And the girl that you just approached didn't even acknowledge you. She might have looked at you and just kept walking and went, ew. And 30 people are looking at you in this BART station that you just did this great. That is the moment where you are being developed. That's the moment. It's not the moment when you're standing in front of the girl and she actually likes you and she gives you her phone number. That's the cherry on top. That is the bonus. Yeah. I know that's what your dick wants, but that's the bonus. That's not the point. The actual point to this is the moment when you get rejected the most brutally. Yeah. It's when you go in for the boldest approach possible and you're stopping 5, 6, a group of 6 people and you're telling them, oh my God, you look so beautiful, knowing that you're going to get rejected. And then just sitting with that. Yeah. Just sitting with that feeling, looking around, looking at people in the eyes that are looking at you. And you're thinking, I wonder what they're thinking about me. They probably heard me get rejected. They probably watched that entire thing. And just standing there and just making eye contact with those people. Yeah. And just fucking looking at them like, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? What the fuck are you going to do? Yeah. Stranger who just watched this happen. And then watch as you make this eye contact, they'll look away quick. Yeah. Because you're way too bold for them to even be entertaining, looking at. Do you see what I'm saying? The development happens in the difficulty. The development happens when you are faced with the result that you do not want. Yeah. For example, the sales development happens when I pull myself out of bed, even though I don't want to go to work, when I fucking shuffle over and scurry into work a little bit late, even when I don't want to show up. The development happens. The 3 sale day happens when I go on the tours that I don't want to fucking go on. And I just got back from lunch, or I just woke up and it's 9 a.m. This person, why the fuck are they even up so early? And now I got to take them on a tour. Oh, what do you know? They ended up leasing an apartment, right? That's the development. The result happens when you do the shit that you don't want to do. The result happens when you run towards the fear that you don't want to face. Literally, cold approach is literally sales. Yeah. You do as many approaches as it takes to get the result that you want. Stop asking me how many approaches. That number does not exist. It doesn't exist. I had this conversation with my cousin, this past Monday when we were recording. Yeah. So we finished recording that video, my most recent video that I posted. And I was driving him home from San Jose. He lives in the East Bay, right? So I'm driving him home. It's like a 40-minute drive. And I remember that this exact this topic came up, yeah, where he would say he asked me kind of like, so what is like the ideal kind of a client, or like what would make you work with this guy versus this guy? You know, like why would, let's say all things are equal, why would you choose this person but not this person to work with? And at the end of the day, right, among them, plenty of things that we discussed, one of the answers that I gave him to that question was, I can tell so quickly whether or not a guy is in the right mental space to build a skill like this effectively, based just simply based on the questions that person asks me. Yeah. So if this guy asks me a question anywhere related to how many approaches will it take to blank, I can already immediately identify this person is not qualified to work with me. Yeah. I would disqualify this person immediately. Why? Because that is the wrong mentality. That is like getting hired on a sales job, right? Imagine you were doing my job, and in the interview, the interview is telling you about the position, and then you ask, so how many tours is it going to take for me to get a sale? And then they go, just give me a ballpark estimate, Ephraim. How many approaches will it take for me to get laid? Oh, give me a ballpark estimate, Ephraim. How many, just so I know, just so I can know what to expect, they'll say. They go, how many approaches do you think on average how often you get rejection? Oh, what is the ratio, would you say, of women that like you versus women that reject you? Just a ballpark. Just give me a ballpark estimate. No, there is no ballpark estimate. My cousin, who films me, he has seen this shit firsthand, where we will go out and one day the first 3, 4, 5 girls like me and give me their phone number. And then the very next time we go out and film, I get rejected by every single girl that I approach, every single one. There is no ratio. There is no ratio. Stop. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Throw the ratio out the window. Stop trying to mitigate your risk. Stop trying to take the path of least resistance. Literally go to the opposite end of the spectrum, and everything in between will be easy by comparison. Yeah, go walk over to the group of 6 women that are on the fucking birthday party, knowing that you're going to get rejected. Because if you can walk your ass over to 5 girls that are hot that are standing there on the birthday party, then goddamn, I guarantee you can walk over to the one girl who's walking down the sidewalk or who's sitting on the bus stop. I promise you, it's so simple by comparison. Yeah, that's why what I do looks, I make it look easy. You should have seen my first ever approach. I mean, I could demonstrate it for you. It was something like this. It was something like, hi, do you speak English? All right, you're really pretty. All right, bye. I mean, I'm not even playing. I'm not even kidding. That was about all I could do. That was like my first approach. Yeah, the girl's sitting at the bus, or she's sitting on the bench, and I go, "Do you speak English? Okay, you're pretty. All right, bye." And I run off. God damn. The only reason I make it look easy is because of all the fucking reps I've put in. Yeah. So stop consuming content and thinking that counts as reps. It doesn't. It doesn't. I unfortunately have to break the news to you, man. Stop worrying about ratios and percentages and how many and what should I expect and this and that. Stop fucking expecting. Just walk over. Stop asking me all these fucking questions. There she is. Walk over. There's no, you have every answer you need. There are no more questions to be asked. There she is. Fuck what you feel. Fuck how you feel. Walk the fuck over. Yeah, that is where the development happens. That is where the gold happens. That is where the diamond is uncovered, is when you walk the fuck over. It's not when you sit and watch my live stream. It's not when you watch my videos and comment. Yeah, it's not when any of it. It's not when you fucking mentally masturbate yourself at night when you're watching the red pill rabbit hole. The development happens in the field. Yeah, that's why we call it infield. Yeah, it happens when you walk over to the girl, even when you're fearful of doing so, and you prove to your own psychology. You can't prove this by watching me do it. You need to prove this to you. Ephraim needed to see Ephraim walk over there before Ephraim realized that Ephraim could do it. So maybe your name is fucking Jonathan. Jonathan can't watch Ephraim do it and think, oh, now Jonathan can do it. No. Jonathan needs to watch Jonathan do it so that you can believe that you can fucking do it. Do you understand? You need to walk over there. Stop watching me and gloating about me. Oh my God, I'm part of a community where the creator, Ephraim, is so cool. Fuck that. Stop trying to be my fan. You can be right next to me. You could be living this life too. Fuck, I don't want fucking fans. I want guys who pick up their nuts and walk over just like I do. Yeah, those are the people that I want to be friends with, not the people that put me on a fucking pedestal and call me King Ephraim. Shut the fuck up. I don't want any of that shit. I want you to actually put in work, put in action, so that the next time I'm talking to you, you're thanking me for how much I've helped you because you got this girlfriend and this girl wants to see you and this girl in fucking Dubai wants to see you next. I don't fucking know. Just put the work in. Yeah. I don't want praise. The same way my manager comes in and says, "Great job, Ephraim. You were second best in leasing in your first month." And in my head, I'm going, I mean, thanks, but I would have rather you just not put me on the spot like this because now my coworkers might be envious of me now, this and that. Fuck the praise. I don't need the praise. Just give me the money. Yeah. If you want, I would have much rather her, instead of saying congratulations, she could have just said, "Ephraim, you were second best. Here's an extra 500 cash." I would have been way happier, right? Fuck, I don't want praise. Stop sitting in the comment section of my community or my videos. And by the way, I appreciate those of you who support me, of course. I'm specifically talking about the guys that only support me virtually, but they don't put in any work in real life. Those guys are just wasting their time. And I appreciate that you're helping me with the algorithm and shit, and you're putting more foot traffic on my videos, but like, stop watching the content and thinking that that is going to get you somewhere. You're just wasting all of your time. You need to apply this shit, yeah? I don't want to be praised. I don't want to be worshipped. I don't want to be held on a fucking pedestal. Oh my God, Ephraim. Oh, he's so good at getting girls. Wow, we should call him Master Ephraim. We should call him King Ephraim. I don't want to be known as, I don't want to be one of these fucking red pill Avengers they call themselves. I'm the red pill Avenger. Wow. I'm so cool. I'm Mr. Red Pill. I'm a poster child for I don't want any of that shit. Matter of fact, I don't even want my name plastered or my face plastered around the world too much. I'm trying to keep this as underground as possible. Yeah, I only want to attract the people that are serious, the people that actually want to make change in their life. The point of this channel is not to gloat about, "Oh my God, look how many women I fucked." That's not the point of this channel. The point of this channel is to share with you that I used to be a guy who got no girls for the vast majority of my life. I could get no play. I got no play. Yeah. And then I met this fucking superstar 2 years ago named Christian, this random fucking maverick who at this point, is this guy even real? Yeah, I met this guy 2 years ago, and 1 month spent with this guy changed my fucking lifestyle from that point on for the rest of eternity. And I will never be sexually frustrated, for at least for extended periods of time like I was prior. I'll never have that again. Yeah, that's the point of this channel, is to share with you that a guy can go from no play to more play than he will ever need in literally 1 month. How does he do this? Through this act that I share with you, that I show you, that I teach you, that I fucking talk about. I'm not making this shit so you tell me, so you can pat me on the back and say, "Good job, Ephraim, you got another belt notch." I do not give a fuck. Hence the reason why I will never be revealing any of this shit. The reason why I don't fucking reveal too many details about the bedroom. The reason why guys ask me, "So I'm curious, Ephraim, how many girls have you fucked through Cold Approach?" And I will end the Zoom call immediately. Why the fuck, if you're looking to learn this skill set from me, then why does that answer even fucking matter? Yeah, you've seen what I can do. You've seen it with your own eyes. I've got over 100 videos on this channel that you can go and you can fucking watch me either walking over to the girl. You can watch me meeting the girl for the first time and then taking her on a fucking instant date. Yeah. You can watch a literal clip of a girl that I ended up seeing later that night, and you could watch how we met. You could see part of the date. You could see the text thread. I'm showing you everything you need to know to put this into play, to put this into action in your life. Do you think that I'm showing you text threads that I have with women so that I can gloat to you about how many texts I get? I mean, what the fuck would I even get out of that? And keep in mind, I'm not even monetized. I don't have a single ad on this channel. None of this is gloating. None of this is, "Oh, look how great I am." This is all for you. This is a movement for you, to show you what is possible in your life, just like Christian did for me. Yeah, that's why this has the educational spin on it, right? This isn't an entertainment channel. You notice if I wanted this to be an entertainment channel, then when I'm recording infields and I would do a bunch of shit about corny pickup lines and this and that, it's not an entertainment channel. I'm literally trying to teach you how to get this dating life. Teach you. I don't want you to watch me have the dating life and go, "Ephraim's a cool guy," and then just go back to your fucking Pornhub favorited video. Nah, I want you to learn how to have this lifestyle also. Yeah, and that's why I lay this shit out as transparently as possible. I show you my fails. I show you my successes. Yeah, I show you how I'm feeling. I show you all this shit. Man, so you can actually join me over here. You can join us, man, the entourage, man. Life is different over here, boys. Life is so different. I mean, this next date breakdown you're going to see, it's a girl that I approached a girl a few weeks back. She was taken, but her roommate was single. So this girl that I approached, she tells me, "Look, I have a single and cute roommate. I should totally hook you guys up together." And I go, I mean, fuck yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. You're giving me free pussy. Sounds good. And literally in that on that spot on the sidewalk, I tell the girl, I put my arm around her. I go, look, pull out your phone. Let's record a video for your roommate. And we record the video. She sends it to her roommate. And 2 nights ago, that bed is where that same roommate was laying right there. Yeah. This life is so crazy, man. It's so crazy. It's so fun. It's so sporadic. It's so unpredictable. And you can live it too. That's the best part. Yeah. I'm not here pointing at the bed trying to gloat to you. I'm trying to inspire you. You can be living the same exact fucking lifestyle. It just takes a lot of work. Yeah. So I hope a lot of you click off right there because you didn't hear that part, right? It takes a lot of fucking work. It takes a lot of self-development. It takes a lot of self-doubt. If I'm being honest, yeah. A lot of times where you walk over to the girl and she doesn't even look at you or acknowledge you, or she keeps walking and she doesn't want anything to do with you. And you got to stand there in public with people looking at you and just sit in that, right? And that happens to you. Let's say, like, go back to a few videos ago. I said I got rejected by every girl today, right? Or every girl rejected me today. Days like that, that is what it takes to live this dating life. Days like that, where I pay my cousin to come out and film me, and he has this long fucking hour long journey to get to me. And then once he gets to me, every girl that I walk over to, I end up getting rejected by. That is the kind of a day it takes to live this dating life, yeah? Where I'm questioning everything. I'm walking around, I got a camera pointed at me, I'm all mic'd up. Every girl is walking past me, not even wanting to talk to me. And I got to question myself, and I feel like an imposter, and I'm thinking, why the fuck do I have this channel? Why do I have all these date breakdowns? And see, clearly none of these girls fucking like me. What am I even doing? Maybe I lost everything? Maybe I lost the sauce, this and that. That is what it takes. I know that sounds shitty to hear, but that is what I go through. Yeah, that's literally what I go through. I go through a day where none of the girls like me, or this girl flakes, right? I have this date lined up where it was a surefire date, and she had it. Oh my God, she wanted to go on this date. She picked the time, she picked the venue, and then she even flaked on me. Yeah. That is what it takes. It takes getting to the point where you got this hot girl and you're on this date with this hot ass girl and she's giving you all the signs that she wants to fuck you. And then at the very end, when you make a move, she goes, actually, sorry, I got to get home. I got class tomorrow. Oh, actually, sorry, I got work early in the morning. I got to go. And then you never hear from that girl again. That is what it takes. That's what it takes to live this dating life. Yeah. Every one of those little moments in time where I did not get the result that I was after, that is what has chiseled me. That's what has turned me into this kind of this force. Yeah. It's turned me into this person that can have conviction when I speak. It's turned me into this person that can boldly walk over to the girl because I'm so unattached, right? I'm so detached from the fucking outcome. I've gotten every answer in the book at this point. I found girls that liked me and wanted to fuck me the same day. I found girls that want nothing to do with me and never want to talk to me or see me again. I found women that don't even, they entertain me for a bit. They give me their phone number and they never reply to my text. I've gotten every fucking scenario, every category you can even think of. So now I can just walk over to the girl and just have my shoulders shrugged like this and just go, she's hot. Hopefully we go on a date. If we don't, another girl will probably like me. Yeah. And that is the energy you're hearing. That is what, you watch it and you go, wow, this seems so easy to him. Nah, it's just I've done it so many times. The same way you wouldn't look at LeBron James and go, it seems so easy to him. How is it so easy to him that he can score so efficiently? Well, fuck, the guy's 40 years old, been doing it since he's 6 or whatever, I mean, fuck, how many times has he practiced it? No shit, it looks easy. No shit. If it didn't look easy, then that would be a problem. That would mean 40 years of practice to accomplish nothing, right? So same thing here. If you watch me and you think it looks easy, he makes it seem easy. I fucking hope so. Yeah. 2 years of actually going in and actually doing what I'm talking about. I hope that it looks easy by then. I hope that I have improved from when I started. I hope, right? It only makes fucking sense. I practice the skill more, I get better at the skill. It makes so much sense. Yeah. So anyways, Jonathan, D1, your name is Jonathan? Hell yeah, bro. No way I caught that on accident. That's fire. All right. So D1 says, yeah, I finally moved last week, arrived and immediately got sick. So just been stuck at home. It is what it is, bro. You'll be out there. Let me know when you do your first approach, though. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about your first date out there in Chicago. All right, boys. So, anyways, that was fun. That was just a little live stream that I wanted to put together for you. Yeah, this shit, cold approach is just sales, man. It's just you walk over enough times, you find a girl that likes you. Simple as that. So, anyways, you boys need to go in for your approaches because I know I will. If you want to live this dating life, then you need to put in the work to live this dating life. Yeah. So I appreciate you boys for watching. Oh, what up? I'm that guy. We got more people. Hey, what up? All right. Well, fuck. I wish you commented before I was ending the stream, but it is what it is. Good to see you. All right. It's 7:30 p.m. I'm just gonna relax now. I had a good time. Long day at work. Made my sales. Tomorrow we're gonna do it again, baby. Hopefully I make more sales. Hopefully I get more commission so I can end this fucking job once and for all and go find a programming job or something. We'll see. Oh, he said I was just listening. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed, bro. I really do. Yeah. I make these live streams for you guys, man. Just so you can see like I guess what am I doing with this channel? I'm trying to like give you as much access to my brain as possible. Yeah? Because if I have this dating life and guys want this dating life, then the most valuable thing I can offer you is my way of thinking, is my way of life. Yeah? That I mean, and shit, I mean, I offer you a lot more than that. I show you me approaching the girls, I show you the date breakdowns, I show you the text threads. But I mean, in addition to that, these live streams are more so to dial in on like how my brain works. Yeah. Because it takes a whole rewiring of the brain. You need to rewire your neurocircuitry in order to live this kind of a dating life. You need to stop taking the path of least resistance in everything, not just in dating, in everything. You need to stop trying to do the minimal amount of work possible to get the best result, right? Guys want the hottest girl. They want the absolute hottest 10 out of 10 girl, their exact type, but they want her at the least cost possible, right? To be fair, I mean, that's human nature. We want the most for the least. But that's just not how this works. You're not going to get that girl from doing 2 approaches. You're not going to walk over to Miss 10 out of 10 as your 3rd approach ever and think that it's going to go so easy and that girl's going to fuck you that later that night. It's just not going to happen. You need to put in the groundwork. Yeah. The groundwork means go through these rejections. Just accept them, learn from them. Yeah. Literally cement them into your mind as what not to do next time. Yeah. That's all this is, boys. So does anybody have any questions? It looks like we got more people joining as I'm about to fucking end the stream. Of course, yeah. Here, I guess I'll read, since we got more people on, I'll just read this school post from this guy that just joined. So he goes, "Hi, my name is Blank from Germany and very excited to join and contribute to the group as I'm stoked for the idea of being socially free and going in for what you want in life. Going for what you want in life." He says, "I have been approaching for a while now and landed dates with amazing girls I met on the street, but haven't managed to go beyond the first date or build a relationship yet." Man, it sounds like this guy is in the exact position that a lot of us are in. Yeah. Where maybe he's gone in for a few approaches, he's gotten a few results. Yeah. Maybe a couple phone numbers. Oh my God, 1 date, but he hasn't had anything after that. Yeah. So the biggest advice I could offer this guy would be he just needs to build his momentum. Just keep going in. Yeah. It sounds like there is no problem right now, right? He says, haven't managed to go beyond the first date or build a relationship yet. That's all right. You just keep going in, man. You continue going in, continue staying in the gym, continue working on your career. He says he's 18, right? Figure shit out. You're in school, maybe stay in the book, just learn, improve, grow, build valuable skill sets. And in addition to all of that, keep walking over to these women. Yeah. You're 18, learning how to cold approach. And by the way, he has a profile photo. He looks sick. He looks nice and muscular. Dude, you're 18 learning this shit. Certainly, you will find another 18-year-old girl, probably in your university somewhere, that really likes the fact that you walked over to her in this bold way, that is tired of all these little boys that she's dealing with on Tinder or on Instagram. And she's going to say, wow, this fucking bold guy from Germany just walked over like a real man and he's only 18. Certainly you're going to find one of them. You just need to keep going in. Yeah, just keep going. There is no problem. You're doing everything right. Just keep going in. Simple as that. And then he gave us a little breakdown of his approach that he did recently. So that was good. Okay. And then, yeah, my response wasn't too interesting. So I basically said kind of what I just said on stream. So anyways, look, I appreciate you boys as always. All right. This content is just for you to use and improve your life, more specifically your dating life. So I really hope that some of this resonated. I hope that it's useful, man. I hope that you can actually implement it and start changing your dating life, man. You could be living. I mean, the best part is a lot of my current dating life is just like me barely trying. Like a lot of like my main focus right now is go to work, make as much money as possible, make as much commission as possible, and then come home and go to the gym and eat wings and shit. That's like majority of my fucking life. And then of course, aggressively make content or make content when it makes sense, right? So a lot of these approaches that are happening are just kind of like, oh, here I am, there she is. Fuck it, why not? Oh, she's cute enough. Let me go over to her. Oh, I haven't done an approach in a while. Let's do that. Oh, I'm off today. I'm kind of bored. I don't have any plans. I kind of want to go on a date today. Let me try to get a date lined up. Like a lot of this shit is just accidental, you know? It's nothing like when I was in Poland or when I was in Cyprus and I was literally going in day after day. I would wake up, I'd shower, I'd hit the gym, and then I'd hit the streets and I'd just approach all day. A lot of this is just like I'm barely trying. That's what I'm trying to get through your head. You can get so good at this that you can get dates while barely even trying to get dates, and they just kind of happen. Like, fuck, man, what other skill? I certainly wasn't getting accidental dates on Tinder. I could barely get a girl to swipe right on me on that fucking app. Yeah. So anyways, all right, boys, I hope you enjoyed going for your approaches. There's no excuses. Life is too short.